am smiling this morning. I'm saying hello to everyone. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I am so happy to be with you this morning. It is a glorious morning, filled with light, and it is filled with love. And what I'm so grateful for this morning is the beauty of spirit in action, the continuous flow of good, expanding and growing itself in the world. I'm grateful that we get an opportunity to be together in this particular way to remember this truth. So wherever you're at in the world, we're here on the time zone, the Pacific time zone. If you're there in the Northern time zone, I know that your day has already begun, but I'm going to invite you to join us and be intentional in warming the field of life and turning in with gratitude, a sense of awareness, and a sense of compassion as we warm the field of life by simply breathing and dropping into the heart space and just remembering the power of gratitude. Let's sit still for a moment before I share a sacred reading. And of course, again, we'll return to the power of silence. Our reading this morning comes from the Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. And on this 17th day of November, our theme today is sympathy. We start first with 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Ernest Holmes writes, humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize divinity in humanity. We must learn to see through the apparent. not judge according to appearances, and to realize that at the center of every person's soul, God is enthroned. Sympathy and compassion are the ties that bind us together in mutual understanding and in the unified attempt to uncover the divinity in each other. Sympathy is the most gentle of all human virtues, for it is the outpouring of the divine givingness through humanity. Today, I extend the hand of sympathy to everyone I meet. I permit my inward vision to penetrate every apparent obstruction, every obstinate attempt to cover up the divine, every ignorant misuse of the law of good. I withdraw the veil that hides my real self, and in doing so, unveil the reality in others. Today, I love as never before. I draw close to the Spirit in everything and everyone. Whatever is true of the universe as a whole must also be true of the individual as some part of this whole. And that came from the Science of Mind, page 106. I'm inviting you to breathe with me these holy and sacred words. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. Our theme today is sympathy. We start first with a reading from 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize divinity in humanity. We must learn to see through the apparent, not to judge according to appearances, and to realize that at the center of every person's soul, God is enthroned. Sympathy and compassion are the ties that bind us together in mutual understanding and in the unified attempt to discover the divinity in each other. Sympathy is the most gentle of all human virtues, for it is the outpouring of the divine givingness through humanity. So I'm inviting you right now to unmute yourself. I'm inviting you to influence the chatter within your heart, within your sacred space, and the heart of humanity. We're going to mirror the bringing together of the same truth, the identical nature of life. So repeat after me with power and with enthusiasm. Today,
Today,
I extend the hand of sympathy
I extend the hand of sympathy
to everyone I meet.
to everyone I meet.
I permit my inward vision
I
I
permit my
permit
inward
my
vision
inward vision
to penetrate every apparent obstruction,
to
to
penetrate
penetrate
every
every
apparent
apparent
obstruction,
obstruction,
every obstinate attempt to cover up the divine,
every
every
obstinate
obstinate
attempt
attempt to
to
cover
cover up
up
the
the
divine,
divine,
every ignorant misuse of the law of good.
every
every
ignorant
ignorant
misuse of the
misuse
law
of the
of
law of
good.
God.
I withdraw the veil that hides my real self
I
I
withdraw the veil
withdraw
that
the
hides
veil
my
that
real
hides
self,
my real self,
and in doing so,
and
and in
in
doing
doing
so,
so,
unveil the reality of others.
unveil the
unveil the
reality of
reality of
others.
others.
Today I move as never before.
Today I
Today
move
I
as
move
never
as never
before.
before.
I draw close to the Spirit in everything and in everyone,
I
I
draw
draw
close to the
close to the
Spirit in
Spirit and
everything and
everything
in
and
everyone.
everyone.
and repeat this sacred reading from the Science of Mind, page 106. It starts. Whatever is true of the universe
Whatever is true of the
Whatever is true of
universe
the universe
as a whole
as a
as a
whole
whole
must also be true
must also be true
must
of
also
the
be true
of the individual
of the individual
of the
as
individual
some part of this whole.
as some
as
part of
part
this
of this
whole.
whole.
I invite you to breathe those words in right now. Whatever is true of the universe as a whole
Whatever is
must
true,
also be true of the individual as some part of the whole. I invite you to breathe that in and anchor that within your heart space right now. And as you are anchoring that into your heart space, I invite you to simply remember this truth as you walk in the world today, as you walk about the world today, as you encounter all that we experience in the world, and with the intention of simply being the identical match of the infinite, the vibrational match of the infinite. We see through and we exercise truth with intention, with clarity, and with wisdom. We break old patterns of behavior and we open ourselves up and allow the infinite to expand, to grow, and reveal itself right here, right now. So I'm speaking my word right now about humanity, and I'm acknowledging this divine presence, that which I know to be true about the universe, to be the identical match within our personal lives and the identical match within all of humanity. So I'm speaking my word right here, right now. For those that are in this thing that we call work, I like to call it sacred service, seva. For those that are volunteering and giving from the heart, I acknowledge it as seva also. And I am acknowledging that same presence as the divine law in action, the law of circulation, the giving of our time, the giving of our resources, the support that we garner up with love and compassion for our sacred spaces, our homes, the loved ones that we share space with, those that we claim as our family, our kin, those that we're in community with. I'm acknowledging the same power as the power in the circulation of good. Many may call it our finance, many may call it money, but I know that the intention of God is revealed in a deeper way, that there is a divine intention in our behavior, a purpose in our behavior. And I know that it all contributes to the presence of good in life. So in this very moment, right here, right now, I'm declaring this wonderful presence. And I know that it is filled with the presence of light, that divine compassion expands itself, and that the virtues are of sympathy, the gentleness of this divine presence fulfills itself in all of our actions. And I'm so grateful right now for the immediate blessings and all of those subtle blessings that show up along the way. I'm giving thanks right now for every single child, their homes, the spirit of the divine. I hear the words, providing and making a way. I'm giving thanks for my awareness right now of all the concerns within this earthly experience. And I'm giving thanks for my commitment and our commitment to be an identical match of the highest vibration, both within the spiritual realm and within the human realm. And I know that the universe reveals itself on all levels. So I am in gratitude. I'm giving thanks for the comfort and the blessing of belonging, of companionship. I'm giving thanks for this divine presence that creates a respite for those that are doing caregiving and living life largely and supporting those that they love. I give thanks for those that are at work, for all of humanity, the grace of the divine revealing itself, moving beyond appearances, resolving any sense of conflict, and creating peace and harmony. In particular, I direct my attention right now to families everywhere, knowing that there is a mighty blessing unfolding, and those that serve humanity support that blessing beyond that which we cannot even imagine. And I'm giving thanks right now for the infinite flow of spirit, the influx of a humanity expressing itself beyond that of the human experience. I acknowledge the beauty and the abundance of that divine presence showing up right here, right now. And I give thanks for the creative contributions, the love, the joy, and allowing love and joy to multiply itself, whether it is in the preparation and being a part of the sustainability and releasing the image, releasing the physical experience of lack, of loss, of not enoughism, of poverty. I'm giving thanks for that wonderful energy and the expansion of good. And I'm giving thanks for the light and the givingness, the giving nature of the divine and its recognition within the human realm and within the human realm, within the spiritual realm and within life itself. I know that today is a day of wholeness. Today is a day where the infinite shines its brilliance and reveals its brilliance within every single person that is hearing, that is a part of this sacred experience right here, right now. And I recognize that this is a moment, a tipping point, where good rushes in, where it fulfills itself. And I would be remiss if I did not say these words, as a restorative energy, allowing for something even greater to fulfill this space right here and right now. And I give thanks for each one of us being manifestors of this truth, this infinite presence, this divine light. It all returns back to us all, pressed down, running over, and multiplied. So we are abundantly supplied, we are abundantly blessed, we are fulfilled, and we are enriched. So I invite you to breathe those words in, and I'm inviting you to smile, honoring this presence and honoring this light. And I invite you to affirm right now. And so it is, and now it is.
So it is, and now.
Amen, amen, and ashe.
Amen. Amen. And Ashe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to breathe. I'm so grateful to be here in this sacred space. I had a wonderful weekend. I had an opportunity to travel to Boston, and I'm going to give a shout out to one of our practitioners and the great work she's doing in the world. We're all called to be a beneficial presence. And today I invite you to join us with Reverend Dr. Victoria Victoria Bumbary, and she is a powerful presence. I'm inviting you to support us in knowing peace in the world, and in particular right now, the world is calling us to remember its truth, knowing that every single child and family, they're all united, and that peace and good fills the earth and it blesses them. Those that are on their way to school, the parents that are on their way to be in sacred service, wherever they are, know that they're all reunited. Those that are moving through stress and conflict, that there is a sacred consciousness at work. And that sacred consciousness brings and unifies them together. And that there are wayshores along the way that support them where they're at. Those children that are in need of placement right now, let's honor them and the hands, the thoughts, the voices that go out into the world that speak the truth that we spoke of in First John. We give thanks for the action of love in action. And remember that wherever we're serving and whatever we're doing, that it is simply love in action. I could go on and on for each and every one of us, but if I sum it up in one nutshell, it would be go and be a blessing in the world. Thank you all. I love you. I appreciate you all.